All right, solving with algebra tiles. So here's everything you need to know right there. And then we'll start worrying about how they move around in a little bit. But grade 8s, I know you are familiar with this because you've seen it a couple times now. Number 1, write an expression that can be represented by the arrangement of tiles. So I know that these rectangles are my x's. And this break represents my equal sign. So on this side, I have a negative x, and here I have a positive x. Here I have a positive 1, x plus 1, and here I have positive 3. So I'm going to write it as 3 minus x. If you wrote this as negative x plus 3 equals x plus 1, it's still very correct. I just, instead of writing negative x plus 3, I wrote it as 3 minus x. No big deal. Here I have 2 x's. I have 1 negative. 2x minus 1 is equal to, because I have that break, I have 3 x's, and they're all positive, and I got plus 2. So there's my modeling. Okay, number 2, use algebra tiles to solve. So here, okay, isolate the x tiles on the right side. So here's my right side. They want all my x's over here. So the problem is I have a negative x over here. So to get rid of it, I add the same thing. Nope. Add the same thing to each side. Because remember, by creating these 0 pairs, now they cancel out. And I can't just add something to one side. I can't just add one over here. No matter what, to keep my equation in balance, whatever I do to the left side, I have to do to the right side. So I added 1 positive x tiles on the left to make 0 pairs. And because I did that, I also had to add 1 x on the right side. Now it says isolate the unit tiles on the left. So I got a positive 1 over here. I got to add a negative 1. And if I add a negative 1 to that side, I got to add a negative 1 to this side. These cancel out. These cancel out. And now you can see I got something a little bit different. At the beginning, I had 3 minus x equals x plus 1. And now that I added an x to each side to get rid of the x, it became 3 equals 2x plus 1. Then I subtracted 1 from each side, and you can see what I have left over here is 2. And over here, 2x. So now, in order to find out what 1x equals, I could split these up by dividing by 2, divide by 2. So you can see that if I were to split apart these two and split apart these two evenly to match, I would have that 1 equals x, or x equals 1. If you're having trouble seeing that, I really recommend going onto YouTube and looking for solving equations with algebra tiles. because there's many, many more people who are better with technology than me who explain it very well, and there's already thousands of videos, and I suggest you watch them. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down a bit to number 3. And number 4, write an algebraic equation for each word expression. 7 times a number plus 3 equals, so 7 times a number plus 3 equals 12 minus 2 times the number. Now they want me to use algebra tiles to solve that. So my equation, 7n plus 3 equals 12 minus 2n. So here I have positive 7n. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Positive 7n, positive 3 is equal to positive 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Minus 2n. So I got a negative 2n. So what do I need to do? Well, let's isolate my x's to this side because it'll be easier. So I'm going to add positive 2 to each side. Good. So these cancel out. And now over here, I have 9n. So let me just show that over here. It started with 7n plus 3 equals 12 minus 2n. So what I did was I added 2n's to this side, my right side. So I had to add 2n's to my left side. And now I'm left with 9n's plus 3 equals 12. So now my next problem that I got to deal with is this right here, this plus 3. So if I add 3 negatives to this side and add 3 negatives to this side, you can see that these will cancel out. So I added 3 negatives to each side. So I'm just left with 9n. And on my right side, those, and those cancel out. And I'm left with 9. Now divide each side by 9. N equals 1. And to prove that, it says verified your solution. Well, my left side was 7n plus 3. 7n plus 3 equals 7 times 1 plus 3, which equals 10. My right side was 12 minus 2n, which is equal to 12 minus 2 times 1. 12 minus 2 equals 10. My right side is 10. My left side is 10. Therefore, that x equals 1 is correct. Sorry, I should have put x's. My fault. Okay. So the rest you can do on your own. Let me know if you need anything during one of the drop-in hours or just message me anytime. Thanks.